How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It has been a while since my last video, and I'm sure you're probably wondering, where have I been, what have I been up to, and how has my trading been? And as you all know, the summer months in trading are typically tougher than the other months of the year, and I definitely struggled in August. I did a little bit better in July. I think I had barely a profitable month, but it was nothing crazy. And I remember last year, August was by far my worst month of the year. And this year so far, I think that was the case as well. 3 out of the 4 weeks were red. Just this past week was not quite as bad. But yeah, I definitely struggled in August quite a bit. And I just get kind of discouraged to make videos when I'm trading so poorly, because I don't want to get, just roasted in the comments or whatever. I even went on a pretty bad losing streak. I think I lost as many as almost 13 trades in a row or something like that. But I still managed my risk pretty well. So I really didn't lose a lot on my funded accounts, maybe just a couple hundred. So yeah, I survived August, but it wasn't pretty. So because of that, I really just have not been doing much YouTube lately, but I can't just disappear forever, so I really wanted to make an update video today. And so yeah, outside of trading, I've been playing quite a bit of pickleball, which has been really fun. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a combination of ping pong and tennis. You use a paddle about this big and you hit a wiffle ball back and forth, and you play games to 11, and that's been really fun. And so for part of today's video, I'm actually going to go to the pickleball courts with my dad and play some games of singles. And you guys will probably watch me lose because my dad's been playing pickleball for over 10 years now, and I've been playing for just a few months. So yeah, I definitely get better by playing with my dad because he really challenges me. But yeah, it's tough, like losing every game of singles over and over again, but so yeah, that is the plan for today's video. And so then after we play some pickleball, I'm gonna come back home, get on the charts, and just kind of show you the trades I've taken recently, show you the results from really this whole summer. So yeah, let's head back home now. All right, you guys, I'm currently eating my pre-pickleball meal. Just a couple of eggs, a little bit of rice, ground beef, and a little bit of yogurt. I was recently listening to a video by Lance Brightstein, I believe is his last name. This is his YouTube channel, and he posted a video about the biggest loss of his trading career, which was about $2 million, which sounds kind of ridiculous, but he's one of like the top traders on Wall Street or whatever. And it was really just a lesson on risk management, because basically he was trying to get to his trading goal of, I don't know, what was it, 20 million in a year or something like that. And he saw a really good short opportunity on, I think it was a small cap name, and he went extremely heavy on this short position because he was so confident that it would work. But then after a few minutes, the stock ripped even higher and went to his stop, and he lost way more than he wanted to. So it goes to show that even on the best setups, you can't size up too much, or you can't risk more than you're willing to lose. Anyway, I'm going to eat this and then head over to the pickleball courts and we'll play some games. So it should be a good time. All right, here we are. We've got 10 courts here. All right, here we go. Yeah, sure. close. 0-1. All right. 1-1. All right. 2-1. Oh. Okay.
That's out. That's out.
Oh man.
3-2.
Shoot.
4-2.
All right. 2-4. Oh, thought it was going out. Oh. Oh, close. 2-5. Out. Nice. 2-6. Camera thing fell off. Yeah, it moved pretty fast there.
It's okay. I put a little spin in again. 6-2. Oh, that went over. 7-2. 5-0. 8-2.
And then you're gonna try to do this. Oh,
Might double down on that.
no, that's 0.
Yeah, it's 0. 9-2.
2-9.
Oh yeah!
3-9.
Trying to.
Focus. You're not sure? Yeah, like this.
I know, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, and then
You're
it's
biting off?
9-3. Yeah. It's speed violation.
I was like, I at least do it.
That's why you can hit.
Yeah, but I have too much.
No, try it first. I want to see.
2-9.
You didn't get it drop. The ground. Let it drop more. 9-3. It's okay to make a mistake. We'll learn in your head. 9-3.
Yeah, I can't.
Alright, go ahead. You want that.
We're done for the day. We probably played at least 6 or 7 games. I didn't win a single game against my dad again. And we challenged this couple across the courts from us to some games. And what, did we win all 3 games like 11-2?
Yeah, something like that.
They were newer to the game, but I think they still had fun. So. All right, I'm back at home now. I'm having some delicious ground beef and rice like usual. I also did some just basic weightlifting here. I didn't go to the gym. I just have some basic equipment. So I did a light upper body chest and shoulder workout after pickleball. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me get beat by my dad in pickleball. Still have never beat him in a singles game. And in case you were confused, we were playing skinny singles, which is basically where you play with just half the court. It allows you to kind of work on your short game a little bit more, and there's less running overall. But yeah, I still found that to be really fun. So if you've been thinking about getting into pickleball, I highly recommend it. It's really fun, it's honestly addictive, and it's a pretty social sport too. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So in a little bit here, I'm going to hop on the charts and break down some of the recent trades I've taken and just kind of go over what I think I could do better. So all right, here we are over on the PC. This is my trade Zella. These are my stats from July. I think I went over this in my last video. So I'm going to show you guys the stats from August. I just have to warn you, it was not pretty. But the last week in August, I did all right. So here it is. As you can see, quite a few red days. Really struggled to get it going. This was my basically a 2.5 week losing streak. Now, as you can see, the losses did not get too out of control because I typically risk about just $50 a trade on my Apex funded account, or sometimes I trade my Tradeify account. I risk a very small amount just because I'm focused on building a foundation and becoming profitable before I size up. So I want to go over a few of the losses as well as a few of the wins, and I think there were also a few break-even trades in here as well that probably should not have been break-even because I believe they went in my favor after I got out, which is really frustrating. But this long setup on RTY on, let's see, August 19th, I don't have an issue with. It checks all the 4 boxes that I typically look for. You know, it's at a level with the trend, breaking above a previous candle's high, and you know, the other time frames were, I mean, I guess they didn't look super A+. You know, the 15-minute had just closed below this level, which is not a super bullish sign, but once I saw this bar close, I figured I would buy above it and just see if we can get another leg up on RTY, and that did not happen. The indices rolled over, put in a lower high, and pretty much went down the rest of the day. So I consider that a decent loss. So yeah, I want to go to the 20th, I believe. Yeah, so on this day I had a loss, a break even, and a win. And I want to go over this break even because it's really frustrating that I made the same exact mistake that I'm trying to avoid. This was a really nice short setup on RTY. Let's go to the 2 minute. Yeah, so we took this entry on the 2 minute when this bar broke below this bar's low. And this was right off the pre-market low. And then for my target, I was going for something called a measured move. I was going for a measured move of this pre-market trading range. So I basically took this high to this low here, and then the measured move of this range would be about here, which is basically the bottom. That was basically the low a day on RTY. This is something I learned from like the Al Brooks course. It's just a concept called measured moves, and they can be pretty accurate sometimes. So, but my issue was right here on this bar, we came a couple ticks away from my take profit, and when it started to pull back up, I just refused to hold through the pullback. So I moved my stop to break even, and as you can already see, the market hits my break even stop to the tick and then goes right down to my target. And I was kind of annoyed, and I did take another short setup after this on ES here. I saw a beautiful 2 minute lower high below, I believe this was last week's low, so I took a short below this bar and took it off near low a day. So yeah, the next day on the 21st, I took this trade on YM, and yeah, once again, I consider this a very good loss actually. YM basically reclaimed the prior day low, pulled back, started to put in a higher low. I took a slightly early entry on the 2 minute above this bar, and then it also triggered on the 5 minute here. So yeah, and even after the 5 minute triggered, the 15 minute set a bullish inside bar, and that triggered as well, which really added to my confidence in this trade, and I really thought we were going to go up and get the overnight highs, and unfortunately it did not. It failed. It stopped me out, and it was pretty choppy for the rest of the day. So Then I wanted to go over, is this my gold trade? Yes, it is. So this was on Wednesday the 27th. And I gotta say, I'm proud that I held this because holding my trades it's like my biggest struggle. But yeah, this was a really high quality setup on gold in my opinion. And I'd say I executed pretty well. This was about a 2-hour trade. And yeah, the setup was basically a potential higher low right above last week's high. So gold had pulled back to last week's high and it was showing some decent reactions at the level. We got a nice potential higher low, a 5-minute failure to go lower. I entered above that bar, placed my stop down here, enter there, stop here. Target was top of the range here. And then I just held this. And I told myself, I accept the risk. Let's just let this play out. The 15-minute also triggered. Nice buy here. 15-minute failure to go lower. Got to move up. And then I was thinking about trying to hold this for even up to here, but I did not want to hold through a big pullback. So I took it off at the top of this range, which I was okay with. Last Friday, I took 2 trades. I took a loss and a win. Oh yeah, Friday turned out to be a very large down day in the markets, but in the pre-market, I took a long entry on NQ as it was holding, or it appeared to be holding this level, and we had some data come out. We got to move up from data. We got to pull back. I just kept seeing these nice 5-minute bars close off this level on NQ, and I wanted to know if there was limit order bulls above those bars, so I went long here, and I held this for a little while. And then at the open, we just kind of slammed down. So I took my stop of just $40, which I was okay with. I waited pretty patiently for another setup, and then YM presented the perfect setup. And I can explain exactly why this trade just felt so good. It wasn't the highest risk reward ever. I mean, I just took it off at the next level below, which was the prior day low. Right off the open, YM was the strongest index. It had relative strength, but then it hit this trend line here. I noticed this trend line from the hourly. We hit that trend line, rejected it pretty hard. The other indices were selling off pretty hard as well. And then after the first 30 minutes, the first hourly bar closes. So at 9 a.m., this hourly bar closed as a massive failure to go higher, which made me pretty short biased. And then the entry came after YM pushed back up, tested the opening print, and VWAP was right here as well. And then the 2-minute closed as a very nice failure to go higher. So I took a short entry right below that bar and got a very quick move down to the prior day low. So I took it off there for just a quick 60. So as you can see, I really did not have the greatest trading month, but that's okay. I think I know why. Another issue I was dealing with was just a term called like cherry picking, where you take a loss and then you're scared to take the next trade. So you skip it and that trade turns out to be a winner. That happened to me probably 5 times over the past month. Probably more actually. So yeah, I am a little bit discouraged by my lack of progress, but I just have to remember, like, I was a completely different trader a year ago. I mean, some of you that were following me probably remember just how bad my entries looked a year ago compared to now. I really think that I have my strategy down so much better now. The one issue that's holding me back, I really think it's just not holding with confidence, because for some reason I just don't always trust myself to execute well, and I talk myself out of good trades, and that's been holding me back for quite a few months now. So yeah, it's still pretty obvious to me that I still need to work on my trading psychology, but I think if I can get that down, I really believe my trading will flip pretty quickly. So yeah, that's the update video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me doing something a little bit different by showing some pickleball games today. I think I'm actually going to play tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So once again, thank you all so much for following me along this long journey to becoming a trader. It means a lot to me, and I hope that I continue to grow. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.